Alright, so now in the future I want to do projects where I make connections, so I bought this kit of connectors that you crimp on to wire. So now I already did a practice run of a connector I'm interested in. It's a nice simple slide-on connector like that, and you can just tug on the wires to pull it off, and you can even tug really hard on the wires. It holds them really good there. So now let's reconnect them and do a continuity check and see how well it's conducting. So the multimeter, I'm going to set it to continuity. It's also where you do the diode testing, but you have to hit the button to get to diode testing. It starts off continuity there, and we should have about 0 ohms of resistance, and it will beep if we have a good connection. So I'll touch the 2 ends of the wire, and we got 0.3 ohm. So now we're going to get some wire. I'm just going to use this extra yellow wire that I have and cut a couple lengths. And this also will strip the wire. So I got bare ends there now, and then we'll do this one. And now we're ready to crimp these onto the end of this wire. And so here you should be able to see we kind of have a little tube there that we can put the wire into, and we will slide it back and set it like that when we crimp it. So now I'm going to use this crimping tool because I'm pretty sure it's the only one that I have, and I have a red dot to indicate that we're going to need to use that spot there. So now the reason why I'm using these red wires is because these particular connectors are for down to 22 gauge, and this is 22 gauge wire. And so I'm going to make sure there's still some wire showing at the end there, and then I'm going to crimp it by the end. So I'm just going to get that by the end there and squeeze down, try to make sure I got bare wire where I'm crimping, and I got a good connection there. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I just shoved the wire through there really far, and there we go. I'll try to leave about that much, just a little bit of wire there at the end, and I just slide this onto there. Now squeeze down, and we have a good grip on that one there. So we'll plug it in. So now these two, I tested them out a little bit earlier. They connect a lot tougher than the other two, but still comes out pretty good. Another thing I did was when these are really snug to each other, I just take a screwdriver and kind of get to where they connect and just turn the screwdriver and kind of walk it out a bit, and then it usually slides off a little easier.